Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe, your podcast for everything stationery, journaling, and planning related. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kellyloveletters here with me today to talk about living the analog life and fun things in the community. So join us with a drink and let's chat about what's new in the stationery world. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
It's good. I just feel really good from going to the gym today, getting in
Nice.
my routine.
Yes.
Yeah,
I sneaked in a gym visit this morning as well.
nice.
um,
Yeah,
we're starting the year strong. Like it doesn't matter when we stop. What matters is that we
yep,
started.
that's right. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I today was the first time at the gym that I like when I was lifting something above my head. I was lifting a weight,
hmm
and I felt like my bicep like bulged out. I mean, I know it obviously didn't do that, but I just like I felt like the muscle was like, we're here now.
You're feeling it move
we,
around.
we we've been dormant for so long, and now we're doing something. And
When you
yeah.
did the lifting motion, for those who are not watching the YouTube video, it reminded me of like me trying to push my carry-on suitcase up
Oh
into
my
the
god, yes.
overhead bin
Exactly.
when I go
Same
to pen
thing.
shows or on the way back from pen shows.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
no, so it was good. It's just I just feel good, you guys.
That's
I
great.
mean, for the most part.
I know I also think I'm in a much better place mentally too. But first, let's get the drinks out of the way. I'm
Yes.
sipping a sparkling water concoction with a little
In a
uh
mug.
in a mug. Yes. Coats sparkling water in the Traveler's Factory mug, and then I added like a splash of actually they're like syrups from Portland. So they're
Mm,
cocktail syrups, so yuzu syrup. They're very
okay.
organic or whatever. It's not artificial flavors. So I just add a little splash of pomegranate into my sparkling water. So it's like a
Cool.
tasty
Okay.
sugar less, I guess, drink.
Yeah, I've got a glass of. Mom got this like orange mango juice, and I just diluted it with water, so it's
Aw,
kind of. Yeah, it's good though.
nice. Awesome. Well, we have a lot
Yeah.
to unpack today. But let's start with
Yes.
what are we currently doing with stationery, I guess. Since we last recorded, it was Lunar New Year, Chinese New
Mm.
Year, Tet, whatever ways you celebrate this holiday. And RJ from Pinky Elephants, if you order a pen from her, she puts in a red envelope.
Oh, that's cute. Why
And
did
she
you order that pen, April? What is that?
it's I know I said I was done with Uniball once, but I
Mm.
realized I never got the Grassland, which is the one where it's the pebbled or like
Uh-huh.
it's like mint with
Okay. Oh, that's
it's a
it's like mint chocolate chip ice
it's
cream.
like mint chocolate chip ice cream. So actually it's the
Okay.
Uniball 1F. Um
Okay.
and I guess
All
I shall
right.
see how different it is from the Uniball 1
I
regular.
I don't I don't I don't know that it is.
But I just thought it looked like a mint chocolate chip, like you said, because it's got like
Yeah.
these little, I almost call it debris, but no, they're like confetti scattered
Yeah.
throughout. So it looks really good, and I just love that she puts it in a red envelope. So
That's very
go
cute.
shop from Pinky Elephant if you have the chance. And then I also filled in. It's funny that you're gonna talk about Ame's new stuff on Cute Things from Japan
Oh
because
yeah.
I finally broke into her
Yeah.
palette, her collaboration with Ayako from Cute Things from Japan. It's a folio size, and I filled it with 44 paint colors,
Mm.
watercolors
Mm.
that I've acquired
Whoa.
from Seoul. So this brand called Shinhan
Oh.
watercolor paint. And honestly, this paint, it's not the most fugitive, or is it the other way around? So it's not recommended for art you want to hang on the wall because there's more light fastness. Like if the sun shines on it, it's going to lose its
Oh.
light. but it's very
Okay.
favored by a lot of graphic designers and illustrators that scan their works afterward because the color is so
Mm.
bright. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
swatch them, if it just pops, it reminded me of some brands of Japanese paint as well. So I I basically put together a new palette.
Yeah,
I do
cool.
that once in a while, and I never
Like once a
finish
month.
them. But it feels nice to have a nice fresh palette to use for the new year,
Nice.
um, because I really want to get into making art again. I think seeing you design stickers and stuff really inspired
Mm,
me, so I just wanted to do more cutesy art stuff or like back to
yes.
my painting practices. Um, and then I guess one last exciting thing is it's February now, so you can flip the page to the new calendar. And I was able to, like from January to February
Mm-hmm.
around the house. And since I have
Oh,
so many
yeah.
calendars,
Yeah,
it
you sometimes don't do that too.
I do.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
so
like fix it.
sometimes Kelly comes to my house and she helps me turn them. But I got to remove one page of my sushi calendar
Ah, that's
from
really
from the
cute. The
Midori.
Evie.
Yes, the
Wow, I
letter
like that
pressed.
gloss.
I'm gonna cut it out and put it in my planner, my
Is that
journal.
letter? I feel
Yeah,
like that's
no.
more. Isn't that like an embossed type
Yeah,
of
like
thing? Or
basically it's the various style of letterpress techniques. So some are debossed,
wow.
some are embossed, some has
Um,
this foil on it. Like
yeah.
they
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's really cool.
I can see some glossiness and then also silver foiling. So
Oh,
essentially
okay.
this calendar by Midori is they use the best paper, like a
Of
really high
course,
end paper.
because we can trust Midori,
Yes, and then
unlike some Japanese brands. Sorry, we're gonna talk about that later.
and then um I'm they really went to length to like really display these I guess characteristics of sushi. So
Mm.
the second month, February, is actually sardine, but I can't show it to you because it's downstairs. And the
Oh,
oh
okay.
my goodness, the glossiness of that half skin, half fish flesh color
I don't,
is just
I don't know if I like that.
out of this world. It makes me want to go to omakase.
I
um
I'm happy for you.
anyway, so that's me. What about you?
Oh my gosh. So I just got 3 happy mails yesterday. It was so nice. I actually did place a Pinky Elephant order as well
Oh,
because they were doing that LA wildfire
yes.
lucky bag thing. So I did get one of those, but um, that's coming tomorrow. Um, but I got all the mild liners. Oh, whoa. Sorry. Just pulling, knocking things over. I got the mild liner pack, the new one
Oh,
from
correct.
Tokyo Pen Shop, of
The
course.
the new color we mentioned last episode and
Yes.
actually seem to be sold out in many places. Like,
Oh, really?
of course.
I, I think I got them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I didn't get them.
These, I'm very impressed that you didn't get them. Look at them.
Oh, they look
I'll
so
bring them
nice.
when I come up. Or
All right.
I'm.
If I really like them, maybe I'll try to get them in Kinokuniya in
Oh
Portland.
yeah. Oh yeah. If they have them, hopefully. But anyway, so
Hopefully
I
by
was excited about
March.
that. Um, and I don't even remember who posted it. I think it was possibly Elle's Desk on Instagram, who I talk with her a lot. She's super nice and fun and cool. Um, she, or I don't know if it was her. Sorry if it wasn't you, but there was somebody had posted these like really cute PET samples of these like plus size girlies, and it was from Cheery Letters on Etsy. So I literally like reposted it, and then I was like, I will buy those right now. So
oh, they're kiss cut too.
yeah.
So
So
they're
actually, not all of them are.
Okay, some are
So
washi, some are kiss cuts. Did you get
yeah,
all
well,
of
some
them
are
or something?
PET. No,
Or
I only got I only got 4 designs of samples. I didn't get any full rolls because
oh,
I'm not
okay,
insane.
samples. So you're essentially buying sticker sheets, if you
Yeah,
think about it.
yeah, but yeah, there's I guess you can see that one. That's cute. With the
Aw, the
that's a
little
kiss cut one.
I really like the plus size girls. It's more
I know,
relatable.
because you never see that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so this roll, I guess you probably can't tell, but this roll is not kiss cut. But I don't know. I wanted to support that immediately, so I had to do that.
Yeah, a lot of most of the Taiwanese illustrators don't really do that style. And funnily
Yeah.
enough, even in Japan, even though they wear very loose clothes, they're all very thin and trim. Like,
Yeah.
a plus size person could barely pull those looks off.
Oh,
But
for sure.
but I think you'll like South Korea. I found so
Oh,
many,
really?
like, I think they like to wear wide on like the
Mm.
bodies.
Uh-huh.
So I actually was able to get quite a lot of clothes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that.
surprisingly, despite the K-pop depiction of all these thin girls in like K-pop and K-media, there's actually, I think
Yeah.
Koreans, is it a genetic thing? I know like the guys are most of them are like taller because they're
Mm-hmm.
more like the northern Neanderthal. Don't quote me on
So
this.
funny.
Genetically, they have bigger bones, so they kind of
Interesting.
their physique is very different. Like
Mm.
I think maybe I'm just making things up, so
Hey,
don't take my words for
we're not doctors or
it.
scientists, in fact.
But the result is I'm a close to plus size, I would say, and I bought a lot of clothes in South Korea, and I'm very happy. And I wasn't able to do that in Japan. Like I had trouble
No.
fitting into their L size panties. Like,
Yeah, I remember when I lived there, that was kind of I did buy a couple pairs of pants that were like some kind of XL or like XXL or something there, and I'm like, I can sort of fit into this. Like but it's hard over there.
nice. Yeah, no, I get that. But we're on a journey to be fit and healthy, not really to
Yeah,
lose weight, right? I think both you and I.
totally.
It's just like
You
we
heard what
want
I
to be
said
able
last week.
to we want to be able to climb hills without huffing and puffing, right?
Yes, yes,
Bend down to
exactly.
pick up stuff and not feel like it's hard,
Yeah,
things like that.
and I'm already noticing like just so I've been doing 2 days a week with the weightlifting thing. I've been consistent,
Nice.
and I feel like it's even though it's just 2 days a week, I still I feel better just
Oh yeah.
generally. And my brother, who for context is a personal trainer,
Correct. Yeah.
was he was like, "Oh my God, Kelly, that's like so good for your MS too." And I'm like, "Yes, awesome. I love this for me." It's just, you know, it's
I'm in
helping.
I'm in the cardio phase because I'm very weak and timid by the weightlifting part, but I think I want
No,
to
but see, that's what you have to just go in there and look
I
like a
kind of want
complete dumbass,
I kind of want to
like I
get
did.
in there.
Because then once you look like a complete dumbass the first time, and then that time is over, and you just get better.
Right. Like
I'm an expert now. I'm not, but
no, I guess it's kind of like my first few times to a Zumba class. Like you flail around, and then
Yeah. Oh, I bet that would be
soon
hard.
there will be newbies that are flailing around.
Yeah,
And then
exactly. Because then actually there was an actual kid today, and I was like, oh, do kids come to this gym? Because it's kind of they only have weights there. And I don't know, this kid was probably like in high school or something, but he like came with his mom, and I was like, you're just a wee babe. I want to pat you on the head. No.
threw him
I'm
to
so
the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you still doing the water thingy?
The only reason I'm not doing that is because like I was doing it after I got out of the hospital, and like uh I actually did miss work because it was in the morning, and so
Mm.
like there came a point when I was like, well, I should probably just like start working actual full-time hours now instead of just mostly full-time.
Water
So,
aerobics. I
yeah.
actually am considering it later this year
Yes.
because
Wait, do you
there's
have good
there,
available
there's a swimming
classes?
pool right up there on top of Queen Anne,
Oh.
and it's literally a few blocks away from my gym. And I think I might try to go like I might switch my lunch hours because I'm pretty
Oh.
flexible. So I will go like maybe to the 10 o'clocks or the 11 o'clocks with all the other,
Mm.
retirees. And then
Yes. It's so good.
and
Seriously.
I'm really excited about it actually. Now that my hair's short, it
Oh
feels
yeah, yeah.
less
Oh,
tedious too.
yeah.
So that's something I'm considering. So I was gonna ask you if you were still doing it.
I want to still be doing it, but
No,
the schedule
usually
doesn't
the
work out.
classes are offered to like daytimers. There's rarely
Yeah,
any
there
classes.
is technically what because that was the thing is they do have one like from 6:30 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. I'm like, in the wintertime, I can't do that. I
No,
just can't go
not this
anywhere.
season. I'm not going. I'm not doing that this season either.
Yeah, but it's like maybe once it starts to get light again, maybe I'll consider doing that.
Yeah. It's gonna be so busy for me for work for like all the way up to the end of April. So maybe I'll start in May and June. Get
Yeah,
that training in before my
yeah.
summer trip. But that actually
Before
leads
we, yeah,
us into
yep,
the topic of the day. Last episode we came in really hard and aggressive and a lot of angst. And I think
yeah,
that feeling pretty much sustained afterwards for me, at least for a week. We're what, 2 weeks and a half since the disastrous inauguration, and the United States kind of crumpling into a very silly situation. Um, and I got really angry. I think I was really frustrated, feeling very helpless, um, doom scrolling, obviously,
mm-hmm,
and it does not help when you see a lot of people yell about the same thing again and
yeah,
again and again, and you're equally hyped and angry, but there's nothing really you can do. Um,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not even a citizen. I can't even like call the reps. So that I'm about to change that. So like I'm literally submitting my naturalization application, and I'm gonna be a citizen and I'm gonna call those reps.
Yay!
so so there was a lot of, I think, this horrible spiral, I feel like, in my journey in the last 2 weeks, where it was in part frustration and helplessness that there's nothing that I can like actively do to make a difference because it's just so horrible, everything is so
Mm-hmm.
horrible. And then also I think a little bit of frustration too. It's like, am I the only one yelling about this in our social circle? Like I feel a little bit that way. Although there's definitely a lot of people um, you know amplifying these news on social too. And
Yeah.
then I did something, and then that clicked for me. So I got very frustrated, got very mad. I was constantly um, emotionally distraught. And then on Saturday, I think last week, or Friday night last week, I deleted my Threads app. I deleted
Mm.
the echo chamber of
Yeah.
frustration, helplessness, and like just
Oh.
angry yelling by strangers. Oh, it gave me a little thumbs up because I was pointing. Um, and instead, I focused on consolidating a specific few sources that are reliable, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit somewhat neutral, or like I know these are professionals analyzing these
Yep.
from a realistic standpoint, and I'm just gonna read them and get my information there, and that's it. Like I don't need to yell with the other people with the pitchforks. Like
Yeah.
I need to just read the bulletin board, learn about what's going on, share it on my terms,
Mm-hmm.
and then put it aside and continue with my life. And I think that I've been testing this balance, and it's been so good. Like I'm actually enjoying life a little bit more, which is a little, again, like a little guilty because like there's so many things that's like horrible right now. How am
Yep.
I deserving of enjoying life? But
Yes. Yes, you
the
are.
answer is yes, and actually everyone else too. Like I look back at
Yeah.
myself, it felt like actually the repetition of last year during the beginning when we were all super worked up with the genocide just really reaching like
Yeah.
that intense horrible months like January, February, right? It kind of, I was like, oh my god, deja vu. It's the whole thing again. Like, why isn't anyone doing
Mm-hmm.
anything? Why isn't anything changing? Like, why am I the only one yelling? And then at the end of the day, you know, I kind of trust that people do care. I hope.
Yeah.
People listening to this podcast, I totally believe that everyone is caring about these things. But we should, I think, in this distressing time, the most important people we should also care about is ourselves. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we're not
For sure.
if we're not emotionally healthy, if we're not physically healthy, like we're trying to keep ourselves be right now, then we're not productive in our own way. Then we're not
Mm-hmm.
spending energy doing things that are, um, I guess, silently combating fascism or
Yes.
the
Yes.
oppressive ways and manipulative ways that the oligarchy or like the rich is doing to people. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're pretty fortunate, honestly. We're in Oregon, Washington.
Yes.
We don't have to suffer a lot of the consequences yet
For sure. I
of all
know.
these decisions, but um
Oh, yeah.
so I guess I just wanted to air that out. Like I for those people who are in the station community, like that feels the same way as we do,
Mm-hmm.
all these matters are still extremely important, and I just appreciate having this circle of people who, you know, we occasionally amplify and share information, but then we also find joy in our hobbies and have camaraderie and support in
Mm-hmm.
that way. um I I did something really silly last week too, and it's funny, Elliot and some people yelled at me about it, but I was like, what if I try to see what's in their head? So I went on Reddit, and I
Oh.
went on that subreddit, asked
Uh-oh.
Trump supporters.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Why would you do that? What? Oh my
So
God, what
I was just
happened?
really trying, to understand and like,
Oh no.
trying to
Yeah, you can't do that.
try to be a little more full, well-rounded around all these rationales and all these emotions. And at the end of the day, like that was kind of a trip for sure. Do not recommend.
You need to
um,
like sage yourself after doing that, like, or
I
like
I
do
just
a,
see a lot of misguided and maybe
Catholic thing.
misinformed and people that they've always believed it that way, and sadly they probably were manipulated or like were
Oh
privileged to
yeah,
think that way.
it
So
goes back deep,
and
I
so it's
think.
like, you know what, at the end of the day people are human, so it is what it is. Like I can't go and like grab their neck and shake them. So
As much as we want to.
as much as I want to punch them.
Uh,
I love all the
we're
cute
getting there.
I love all the cute illustrations that's been like popping up though. That you've been
Yes.
sharing,
Yeah.
wanting to punch them. Like I just love
Yeah,
those. And
for sure.
actually of a lot of the list of things that people have been sharing of like things you can do in this horrible time. And
Hmm.
sorry for listeners who are not from the US, but this is really a big deal, and I'm pretty sure the trickle down effects from these US policies will eventually reach your country. So let us talk about it for a little bit. um, a lot of the list, aside from the more actual things like donating or like supporting, like volunteering your time at your local communities, all that stuff. At the very end of it, there's always one where I feel like I was kind of like, really? But then now I'm also like, I kind of get it. Like, if there's anything you can do in this horrible time, is to create and make art.
Mm.
And I think that's kind of that
Yeah.
mentality of like, you're not numb. You're redirecting your energy into something beautiful,
Hmm.
and like you're training your resilience, I guess, by continuing to create and enjoy things and finding joys in little things despite everything that's going on, and that, like, I guess pisses off the opposition the most.
Yes.
Call
And
them weird. Call them weird.
yes, oh, I
call,
love doing that.
call them
You
dumb.
guys are so
Just
weird.
kidding.
Um,
All that stuff. But like at the end of the day, like what can we do? Like they love to see us suffer and get frustrated and like mourn and watch us like really get like sad and down about things. But if we can show faces of resilience, then we have energy down the road to actually do something. I think that's
For
what
sure.
that last action meant. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm all about too, and I kind of want to piggyback off of what you're saying because it's very much related. Well, can I first of all just pivot a little bit because we have a corrections corner from the last episode?
Actually,
um,
I understood that part. I thought you were referring to the
oh,
meta auto follow thing, but you can explain it a little bit more.
yeah,
So.
okay, so I totally didn't understand what was happening when I was talking about how Trump and JD Vance, like how I saw a bunch of people I know, including my mother, were following them, and I was like, no, that's not right. But it's because the they flipped from Biden and Kamala's accounts because it's like the POTUS account or the
Yeah, yeah. So it's like they changed the owner of it, and then
yeah,
if you have been following last term, then you're still following them now. They don't.
right.
You have to you have to like manually unfollow them. So.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh my god, their meta's auto following." So that was totally fake news. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spread misinformation. I just didn't understand
Auto
what was happening.
transfer is more like
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah. So now we know, and if you already knew and were like April, then congratulations. But I wanted to bring up this week this podcast that I listened to called Bonfire Babble. It's
Ooh.
these two witchy ladies that live in Seattle. One of them is somebody that my brother went to college with, and I remember meeting her and thinking she was so cool. By the way, she is still really cool, but um, uh, she's like my, witchy big sister. So um, the latest episode that they released, they usually do like, I don't know, they have an astrologer that comes on once a month and talks about like the astrology forecast and crap like that, and I enjoy listening to that. But yet, or I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday, they released an episode called Mundane and Magical Resources in Times of Fascism, and it's kind of exactly what April just said, basically. It's just like, and something that Corey is her name was really talking about was like figuring out how to budget the time that you allow yourself to intake news, or to take in news, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you'll just make yourself crazy. And like, I think part of their whole plan is to make us all chaotic and feel crazy and like nothing's working and blah blah blah. So you have to just like you just said earlier, just figure out what's going on, and just kind of be like, all right, I don't have to obsess over this and just keep doom scrolling. Just
Yeah, I think the obsessing over it,
yes,
the pitchfork part is I think is the unproductive part of
yes,
getting
because
information.
like you know the thing, we can move on now and make stupid art just for the sake of stupid art. Like, even though I do think I want to do some um like, for example, I just bought this sticker that says transphobia is cringe,
Correct.
and it's like a cute sticker. I want to make art like that too, that like actually means something, but I also want to make things like the Crunch Nap Supreme and like that don't mean anything, but it just is cute and makes me happy.
Right.
Um so yeah, I just had wanted to say that they want us to feel overwhelmed, and we have to persist through the horrors.
Mm-hmm.
And if you made it through the day, you're doing a good job. That's
Oh my
how I see it.
gosh. Oh my gosh. So true. If you made it through the day, congratulations. Like we
Yeah.
survived one more day. Has it only been 2 weeks and a half? Holy moly.
Oh, oh my gosh, it's a lot. It's a lot, you
Wait,
guys.
I'm honestly I'm a little bit like, end of a generation, not on like the climate change part, but just waiting to see this all crumble. And I'm like, do I still do investments? Do I still?
I know, right? No,
Uh...
okay, so here's the thing that one of my coworkers pointed out to me. I think he said this year the US is turning 249 years old, and there's like that whole thing about uh
Oh yeah, I
not
remember you mentioned something about that.
yeah, like not societies, but empires.
Empires
Only
get overturned
yeah,
typically.
in 250 years is kind of the time. So
The US is in the 249. Perfect.
it's like maybe we need to do that. And I didn't put this in the notes or anything, but I just actually bought some books from Powell's online just now, that discuss Germany in the 1940s, and just like, because I want to read about it so that I can be better prepared to know what to do, and like studying the history before we take a test, and the test is just being alive in this country right now.
On the list of like the things that they said that you should try to learn, and like some of them is like survival skills, and I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not ready to learn survival
I
skills.
know, me
I
too.
cannot. I cannot survive any like tragedy. Like I cannot.
I know, yeah, zombie apocalypse, I'm done, man.
I'm too pampered.
I know, me too.
I couldn't even tie my shoelace properly these few days. And my hangnail is the one thing I'm suffering
Ooh.
from this week.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh.
I would try my best, but
Yeah.
Nice. So I'm glad we kind of got to talk a little bit about this. It was the topic of the choice today
Yeah.
for this episode. And moving on to this, another current events, this time the
Something that's
stationery.
really stressful for both of us.
Another stationary current events. So apparently, on like January 30th, Hobonichi released a statement that essentially doubles down on our paper is totally fine. We're not gonna exchange your weeks or A5 or original or something like that because our paper is fine. And I just like,
hold on, I've got a prime example right here.
I'm so glad I'm like away from this shit show. But
okay, wait, can you see this shit right here?
I can't really, but is it like it's ink of the stamp, or
and
is that a fountain
look at
pen?
all this. Look at this right here. This is that is some
through.
bleed through on Tomoe River paper, which should not happen. And I'm pissed off every time I use my weeks. And I don't want to be pissed off. I want to be happy.
I know. I feel like... So here's my thought. Like,
yeah.
Some people mentioned it in the Pen Addict Slack already, but it was aligned with my thought. I feel like Hobonichi, back when the niche Hobonichi users in the US, when we got onto the train, it was like 2014, 2015, 2016. It was a very small group of people that enjoys using Hobonichi, while Hobonichi is selling in loft at like local big chains in Japan, like to the common, like to the greater.
We hipsters?
We were hipsters. Hobonichi was hip. Now it's just like
no, we're like, we liked it before they were like,
we liked
I
it
only
before
liked
they
their
were
first album. Yeah.
I know. Now it's mainstream. But Hobonichi, back when the US users use it, and I feel like a small subset of us use it with fountain pens, because fountain pen users are also a very small niche group back then, and even now a little bit. But at that same time, Hobonichi was like selling to masses in Japan, like to people who uses ballpoint, gel pen, friction, whatever. And they give you that shitty ballpoint. Sorry, I shouldn't call it shitty. Jetstream is great, but the Jetstream literally smudges ink
Mm.
in Taiwan if you use the Hobonichi, but they still like happily presents it to everyone. That's back when Tomoe River paper was great. So
Hmm.
I think the problem is Hobonichi never intended for this very loud spoken fountain pen user group to be its main
Oops.
customer. So they don't care about what we
Sure.
think or how we use it because the main audience in Japan is still enjoying using it with gel
Yeah.
pen, ballpoint, whatever, pencil, drawings, like color pencils, all that kind of stuff. Um, the only reason they changed the 5 year is because the 5 year paper could not even withstand those pens. Like a uni ball, uh, what do you call it, the DX, the
Mm.
0.3, the
Hmm.
3.38 gel pen, the most standard of most standard pen, bled through on that paper. And so to them, that's like, yeah, people are gonna hate us for 5 years if we
Yeah.
don't change it for them. But for those people who are suffering this 1 year, go use another pen. Go to a loft or a Toya or Tokyo
Mm.
Hands. There's tons of pens out there for you.
Mm.
Just wait next year. The paper will be better. You know, like it's
Oh,
fine. So,
please. As if
but
they're not losing $1 over it, you know, that's
but
not gonna change.
I just want to shout out to the people who may be listening to this who worked for Hobonichi in the US market. Your international market is way larger than your Japanese domestic market in the last 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
and we don't have as many good pens outside of Japan as you guys do, okay? So like
Yeah.
if our, you know, Sharpie gel pen or something like that cannot work on your paper, like it's no use. Like it's just
Yeah.
I not that I'm using a Hobonichi this year or the next, but
Not that I'd touch that crap. No.
I do have the covers, and I'm not saying bad things about the covers, but like paper used to be to me as the past Hobonichi hipster,
Mm.
paper used to be the best thing. Like I love its durability. I love that I can take any mediums to it.
Yeah.
But right now, if you put watercolor on it, it's just a wrinkly mess. Um, and so to me, I I as an old fan was a fan. I think they lose sight of what a Hobonichi could be,
Hmm.
and now it's just a mainstream planner.
Yeah. I honestly like. I I feel like I could have bought something at like TJ Maxx or Ross Dress for Less in the notebook section and gotten
That's
similar quality.
that's a horrible comparison, but like
Yeah,
for
that's how
them,
mad I am about it.
that's how low of a bar. Holy moly! Yeah,
But like the thing is, like this is such a cute cover. The Yumi Kitagishi Weeks cover. I can't like it's so good and it has this it's got
right.
that nice feel. And it's like, do I well I already like, you know, fully moved into it. I want to keep using it because it does still make me happy, but I am already contemplating the 2026 of it all. Like, okay, I know there's other options. I want you guys to talk about it with us. I want to know. What did you guys switch to? Are we doing sterling ink or is that paper also bad? I don't know.
I mean, there's like very variable batches of
Yeah.
Sans and TRP that are not behaving as good as the old TRP, which is obviously something to be expected because they
Yeah.
changed
So
manufacturer.
do
Like might take a note. I was telling you, my all my
yeah.
fountain pen inks are now writing like Sharpies because
No.
the
I really
paper.
don't like that.
And so now, actually, the most frequent pen I use are my EFs and my fines because they
Yeah.
write like mediums now on my Hobonichi paper. Whereas on my medium nibs, which I have like 45 out of 50 fountain pens are M nibs, they all write like broad on my take a note,
Yeah.
which
That's
uses
just a bummer.
Sensen TRP. But hey, no bleed through, so that's a win there.
That is a win. Yeah.
A huge
I
win. But I've been actually pivoting and just enjoying using like my Uniball ones and other gel pens on the Take a Note planner, and nobly through there too, Hobonichi.
Maybe you're telling me I need to use my gel pens again? That's just terrible.
It definitely is hard for you because you're such a fountain pen user.
I just don't. It's not something I do.
It's just disappointing because their Hobonichi was something so good. Why do they mess it up like this?
They really did. They just
it's so
they doubled
disappointing
down all the
to the it felt like a stab in the back for the hipsters that used to support you, and and just a disappointment in the world of stationery, basically, to have something so good fall down from its pedestal.
And it fell hard.
And now I just see Hobonichi as a cover company now. I'll just I'll just use other notebooks.
Which is a good segue.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk covers.
Let's talk about covers.
So, as I was saying, although I should talk Hobonichi a lot this year, I'm currently using the cousin pieces mix because they're no longer lottery since last year, and I can finally get them. So.
Yeah. Oh, is that the one from the 2025 release?
Correct. Yes. Because it's actually really the most green pieces they've released, which is perfect for me. And I sprayed it with the carpet or like the fabric Scotch Guard thing, and I didn't even put a protective cover on it. I'm just gonna swirl this thing so bad. That sounds weird, but I am just loving the caress each time I pick it up. You know, I'm gonna take this with me on trips. It's housing my take a note planner, the green on green inside perfectly.
Ooh, it's so good.
I like it so much, and I'm like, that's like, if I had the option to get this from the get-go as my entire collector life, I would have totally gotten these, but it's just like they've always been lottery, and I've never won, no matter how many times I tried.
Yeah.
And like this, I don't even consider it a Hobonichi success. This is pure Mina Prohonen magic. Like, these are just amazing designs from Mina Prohonen, and they're put together well, and they're just a beautiful art that complements my journal. And so I like this one so much that I entered the spring pieces. Well, it's not a lottery anymore. I bought it. So
wait, I thought you didn't like the spring one. Isn't it like yellow?
I know I should talk the yellow, but I like the cover.
Okay.
But I also got the A6 too because I love the A6 one too. Okay. So I thought I'll just have these three till the day I die, and then there's never been a prettier spring cover for me.
Oh, okay, all right.
I feel really good about it. So, loving my cover here. And then my other cover that I've been loving is my Take a Note B6 weekly, and I have it in the Kokuyo Paul by Bushiman, and her collaboration with Lihi Lab. We heard of it? They're like a bag company or like a pouch company.
And for some reason, this is surprising to me for you.
What do you mean, like?
This cover, just because it's like, it's kind of simple.
It has a front pocket.
Oh, with your palette in there.
And with my travel and sketch palette, and then one single pen slot. So when Bushiman introduced this cover, this is her collaboration cover for design for the Paul, but I put my Take a Note in it.
Yeah, of course.
It came in an orange, red, and military green, and I immediately love it because to me this just means that I can put my phone in the front pocket and pen, and then take this notebook with me.
Yeah, literally take a note.
So, and then now because I hold my phones all day, so I just put my the pocket palette from Art Toolkit in the front, and then a water brush on the side, and then now it's my little daily, because this is the planner where I do the vertical tracking of like throughout the day, the logging. So
cool.
This is this fills the purpose of the old Cousin. You
Yep.
know how Cousin has the vertical that I used to
Mm-hmm.
track. So if I
Yep.
don't journal in my take a note every day, I need to at least journal in this one. And it's super easy because it's just a single row. So
Yeah. Okay. That's
so
cool.
these two covers have been bringing me a lot of joy lately. And then the last one is I was just gonna share. You know, obviously, if you talk about covers, who is the, you know, the master of covers? Travers Company. So
Yeah.
no undefeated champion. And so my recent cover is I was gonna take I'm finally gonna open the road trip this weekend.
You
I'm
haven't
gonna take
opened it yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna take it to California finally. So I
Wow.
want to give a shout out that and then inform everyone that I'm finally opening my Travelers Company road trip cover
I'm upset about it.
for my California pen show trip.
Uh,
I'm technically not driving, but it's okay.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's fine.
I'm very excited about it.
Wow.
Yeah. What covers are you
Oh my
gonna
god.
give a shout out mention about?
So I don't know if I even did I talk about the Tragan? The fact that I got one? Did I talk about that?
I actually don't recall, but you can.
I don't either. I don't think I really talked to. I think I might have said, "Oh yeah, I bought it, but I didn't have it yet." So I made it so much cuter. So first of all, I thought that the original Tragan was black.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a. I guess maybe it is black, but it looks more of a dark navy blue.
Yeah, I remember.
But on
it
the
was
camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm just not with it.
Wait, so this is the Weeks, right? So,
yeah.
Okay, so it must be super recent because you acquired the Weeks and then you got the Tragan afterwards.
Because ever since the Tragan was first released last year, I was like, that's kind of cool and sexy looking.
So that's the same concept as my Leahy Lab, the Power Leahy Lab.
Yeah, but see, it's not though. It kind of is, basically. So, and I'm pretty sure, April, I was with you when I got this kitty patch from Daiso, right? Doesn't look familiar. Maybe I was in Japan. I don't actually remember.
I don't remember.
But it's this cat that kind of looks like angry. It's got one little paw up, and it's like
the mouth is
either yawning or yelling.
Yelling, yeah. I see it as yelling.
Yeah, and because I was like, oh, I like the simplisticness of the Tragan, and then I got it and I was like, that's dumb. And so I put the cat patch on it.
It's a little boring, yes.
Yeah. But now it's fun. So, and I really like probably can hear that. That's the magnetic clasp. And then,
your cards.
They're just washi cards. They're not wallet.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna put my washi cards in there.
No, you're really good at putting things in stuff. Like, whenever I meet you, your pouches, your covers or whatever, they're always filled with stationery.
I'm gonna take that as a very big compliment coming from April Wu. That means a lot.
I'm really bad at that.
So the thing is, though, if you get a Tragan, just know that you're also going to need to get a lint roller because this thing attracts pet hair like nobody's business.
Oh my goodness. Especially with the darker color.
Yeah. And, my cat is half black, half white.
Has white hair, yes.
So it's like, okay. But I didn't think... I just kind of got this on a bit of a whim. I don't know how I feel about this, this big ass thing on the zipper. It's, I don't know if I really like it that much, but... You
should have waited and gotten the spring Tragan.
No, but see, I didn't like that. I wanted the dark one. I don't know why. What am I going through right now?
Well, I need to say though, you ironing that patch on is really inspiring me to customize.
It was a sticker.
It was a sticker. Okay.
I didn't iron shit. I haven't used an iron in my whole life. I don't even know how to do it.
I think I've ironed like twice in my 35 years of living. But um and once actually during our Oregon retreat, remember we like
Oh.
pulled out that iron thing and
Yes,
Jasmine
yes.
ironed things on for
Oh
us.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
do.
was inspired because I'm thinking about my art toolkits, the actual pouch that
Mm-hmm.
art toolkit makes. I have 2 green ones.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what if I iron some patches on? Maybe I'll use it more. so
Yeah.
so I need to find my patches too. That's the other thing. I don't
Oh
remember
boy.
where my patches are. So there's somewhere in this room. But I have
No.
not used a patch in 10,000 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I want Drew to teach us the way of the patches.
An ironing session at like a
Yeah.
fen show or something.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my
teach these
God.
girls how to use an iron.
Yes. How cute. I love
So
that.
we can use it for domestic purposes and potentially as a weapon if needed.
Yes. See? This is perfect. Okay, wait. But I didn't. Okay.
Okay, your second thing. Oh!
Second thing, let's go on a road trip. And I think this color of elastic might be from the Records Passport notebook that I did sell off, but then I still had that. Maybe this is from the diner, actually. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, I see. Your own thing. I thought you were guessing
Yeah.
what color it is. I was like, it's
No,
grapefruit.
it was from one of those special sets.
So mine's still in the package, but I'll open it
I
this
just-
weekend, I promise.
I can't with you. This is my journal right now.
Nice.
And this is still my favorite cover of all time, The Little Gifts by Yumi Kitagishi. And I know I've done this before, but like, this is too much. Seeing these two together is just like, they're just perfect.
The Weeks and the A5 cover together.
Yes.
If that artist does something like, I wish these Japanese artists would do cooler exhibits in the US so that we can go watch.
No, that would be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and then you make fun of my chore tracker because I'm using it in here, and it's really helping me because I'm a terrible housewife, and I need an external motivator to do chores.
It's like me. I used to do the stamping of approval stamp for when I go to the gym.
Yeah,
I actually used the take a note. There's a yearly kind of thing where it's like single boxes throughout the days of the month, and then the whole rows are like 12 rows of the month. So I've been tracking like the days I went to the gym by like using the mile liner, and it fits perfectly into that square.
Nice.
So
I like that.
It's been really neat to see.
Nice.
New things on our radar. I want to give a shout out to Furukawa Shiko. You did it again. Bangers after bangers.
Yeah.
And these are all amazing collaborations with artists, and specifically
so
I want to
cute.
shout out the Tokoroko Mugi. So this artist, I think
That's
I've
the best
seen
one.
this artist's art on like sticker sheets and memo notes or something like that, or that's been circulating in like the Japanese stationery stores. And this Furukawa Shiko collab is so cute. So there's a strawberry shortcake and 3 white cat kind of theme that's like called sweets. There's this like kind of dark, I think, a darker brown cat sitting in a like hiding in a cup of coffee, and it's called cafe. And I think there's another one. There's like a toast.
So
you have to like go out and see the Furukawa Shiko. So the like just a little orange tabby popping out from a toaster called Morning Set, and that one has like a green, kind of my favorite kind of emerald turquoisey green vibe. And then one that's a cat holding a tempura shrimp fry called Picnic, which is an orangey vibe. So I want this entire 4 sets.
Yeah,
like,
me too. Is
give me the sticker
CTFJ
sheets. I don't see it yet, but I hope I see them there. And then And actually, the illustrator that we mentioned last time, the what is it? Obi-Wan,
Oh yeah.
the one that does the
Yeah.
retro mail style, also did a collection with them. And then, of course, the Mizutama is their
That's
constant
not this pom pom
collaborator.
pudding one, right?
No,
Or is
just
it? No.
I scrolled past it on the homepage,
Oh.
but the Sanrio characters are the new series. So, did you click out into the Furukawa Shiko main page?
No,
Like
but I
the
need
main,
to do that now.
there's
Oh.
there's the Pom Pom Purin
Ah!
Banana,
Oh
My Melody
no.
Strawberry, Little Twin
Oh
Star
no.
Momo, which is the peaches,
That one's
and then
really
the
cute. Oh.
Monchiki with like a fruit salad thing.
Okay, I am a fan of. Oh my god. Why
Pochako
don't?
cherry and like the Ahiro no Pekere lemon.
Oh my
So yeah, no,
god. Oh.
I'm like not that. I don't care much for Sanrio growing up, but
That
in
doesn't compute.
but
That doesn't make sense.
in this style that Furukawa Shiko has like added to it, like it just suddenly hit me, and I need the entire set of the Pom Pom Pudding Banana.
Okay, but wait, I just looked at that cat, the orange cat in the toaster. Oh my god. I want every cat thing. Can we just do that?
Pom Pom Pudding Banana.
Yeah, the banana's all right. I mean, it's cute. I didn't know this guy's name was Ahiru no Peckle. I thought he was just Peckle,
I
but he's
guess
Duck Peckle.
Duck Peck.
He's
Anyway,
cute.
I'm very excited for all these Furukawa Shiko things, but I don't see them stocked anywhere yet. So
We don't live in the right country.
we don't live in the right country. I bet these are all available in like Loft or something. But...
Wow.
yeah.
That's just a lot.
So I just wanted to shout out Furukawa Shiko, like really starting this year with a bang, like a
Yeah.
ton of amazing releases and collaborations. Like, how are they gonna top themselves?
I literally don't know.
What's the next theme? I can't think of anything cuter and better than these.
There's too many cats. It's too good.
All right, and you? Oh, we're gonna talk about the new inks.
Oh, that's right.
Because Kelly always, you like the Shikiori series.
I do. I feel like, so you were like, oh my god, look, new Shikioris, and I'm like, I feel like the last round, wasn't that last year or 2 years ago?
I think last year.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like they were okay. These ones, I feel like I like them more, but they're also, maybe I'm just jaded because I've been around a lot of ink in my time, but I'm like, aren't these sort of similar to inks they already made?
I mean, the Sasabune is quite different. That mint green.
That's true. The Sasabune is like that green.
Yeah, but everything else is pretty similar, especially the Yuki Usagi and
well, it's kind of like a lighter version of Yamadori, which is like one of the most popular sailor inks.
And then
it's like,
the Tsuki Tsurubami is like the acorn one, and they said that like it goes with the nuts pen that came out with the Manyo series.
It's very similar, or like to Rikyu-cha even.
It reminds me of that chroma shading ink that Sailor does, that series.
The Yuru, no, not Yuru.
Because I have this.
It's Amamoyoi, right? No, that's the name of a color. It's called Urameku.
Urameku ink. Yeah, it reminded me of one of the Urameku inks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So
they're good. I'm
just
jaded.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of inks. Like we've definitely have entered the phase of we have too many inks. So unless they're really fun, it's really hard to feel. These days.
I mean the Hana Kanmuri, which is that pink one, it's like I feel like every one of these colors is just kind of like one of their colors but lighter or whatever.
This one reminds me of the apricot color.
Yeah, and the thing about lighter inks is that they're harder to read.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I feel about the first two colors. Is like they're gonna be really hard on the eye.
Yeah. And that
And the
may
fact it
might
looks
be part
nice
of
as
us
a
getting old. Honestly, like, okay, something I've noticed about myself, and maybe I've talked about this before, but like every time I go to ink up a pen these days, I'm like, how about dark brown though? That's a nice color. I'm
No,
like, wait,
seriously, the
didn't I
only
do
pen
that
I
already?
grabbed is my 823 with a brown ink in it.
Yes.
Are we turning into Drew Brown?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are. And that's okay. There's a lot worse people to turn into. Oh my god, oh my god. I just came up with something in my brain just now that I think everyone listening will appreciate. It's about Drew Brown. Like some some kind of sticker or merch idea like he's my president and it's just a
Aw.
picture of Drew Brown. Oh my god. I want that so bad. I need to brainstorm that one, but I just got a vision.
You just got a vision. It just came to you.
I know we've talked about that in our group chat, but like, no, we should
I mean,
make it a thing.
he is the better president in DC.
Yes, yes, exactly. He's in the right area.
Next to the White House, literally.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because you've been to
Oh,
Farney's.
I have, and it was so lame. And so Drew is gonna just. I'm so excited for him. He's really gonna take it to the next level. Uh, anyway, sorry I went on a tangent there.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I also was going to talk about Ame's cute stickers at the Ame X Cute Things from Japan. She did, it's a collaboration of 2 washi tapes and 2 sticker sheets, and they're really cute and sweet, and I love them.
I like the washi tape. I
Yeah,
want the washi tape.
And there's the train journey in Japan is kind of the whole theme. And then
I
there's a
wish you would
cherry
do
blossom wind
I wish you
washi
would do
tape.
the vending machine art.
Oh my god, yes. Doesn't she do
did,
that in general?
She did a few of those during the pandemic, I think, like pixel art style, like like the bits style.
Yes.
I would love those as stickers.
Yeah, it's giving us travel to Japan vibes without actually flying because we might decease in a plane.
Yeah, no, we've been very paranoid these days. There's just too much going on. You never know, like life, man. But
yeah,
let's stop talking about that. To
I know,
me,
sorry.
the person who has to go on 10 flights this year, so wish me luck.
I know. I've already got my flight to Houston booked, but I'm like, if stuff doesn't get better, like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. It's hard. My mom was like, listen, it is so statistically, safer to fly than it is to drive. But what about with the air traffic control stuff, you guys? Oh my gosh. We don't have to go into it. I'm sorry.
That's a tough thing to think about. Hey, we just talked about mental health.
We did. We're moving on.
Moving forward. So finally, exciting things we're looking forward to. I am excited about California Pen Show next week.
There's a Loic term. California Pen Show Loic term. That's cool.
Did you pull up the Pen exclusive page? So yeah, I think this is pretty cool that the show actually lists out all of their Pen Show exclusive items, because usually some shows they'd say like, oh, we have a show exclusive ink, or like we have a pin or something.
All
but
pen
this time
shows
I think
do this.
but this time and then you can buy them in advance. So and I like that some of the proceeds are donated to the California Wildfire Recovery
That's
Fund.
so good. I love that.
So there's a Robert Oster ink
That one's
called
real
Golden
pretty.
Coast. I kind of don't trust this swatch because I feel like I see more shimmer than I don't know, what is it? Oh, purple. Okay.
Yeah, Golden Coast Amethyst is the full name.
I need to see the actual swatch.
I know, that's the problem with,
a Leuchtturm notebook with the logo.
Which is very cute. It is lined though. Instant no from me.
I didn't even see that. Wow, okay.
Unless they have it in other rulings.
Yeah, and then 2 pens, and then an enamel pen. So
Mm-hmm.
mm, I'm I'm not getting any of those because like I just think it's a cool concept that they did this, but I
Yeah,
am not in the
totally.
market for more pens or more inks right now, or more
But
notebooks
we're still
actually.
doing it anyway.
Selectively. But I am very excited about paper treats because did you
Yeah, I
see
know.
the new things
Yes.
that she's bringing? So, Four Legs, Harumi-san came with Mai from Paper Treats last year to San Francisco Pen Show. It was such a pleasure to meet her. She was so sweet. Um, this time around, obviously, she couldn't be here for the California Pen Show. She lives in Japan.
It was kind of a
But
long way.
she sent forward these little cool items that is basically a combination of her artwork, but also these little wooden brooches of
Mm-hmm.
various like little animals and artwork. There's one that's the iconic mushroom cat
Mm-hmm.
style, but then I really want the poodle one that's next to
Well, yeah,
it.
of course. Yeah,
Um,
that's Cookie.
and so these will be assembled in like I guess like little grab bags, like my
Ooh,
always packs these little
yeah.
cute happy pack bags. I actually bought 2 from San Francisco Pen Show.
April.
But am I
Jeez.
gonna buy this one? Yes.
Oh
So
my god. Are we
I'm
like
running.
okay, speaking of
Speed of
pitchforks,
light.
we all need to like gather at April's stationery room and be like, "Listen, you got to open some stuff. We've got to make this journey together. This is crazy." I'm also really excited for her California Pen Show 2025 Rira Honko stamp. That's
Oh
really
yeah.
cute. And someone please stamp that for me because it's so cute. I want
Oh
it.
no, I'm totally gonna stamp that. So don't worry.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
get them for
Cool.
you. I'll use the because I'm bringing my A5 notepad with
Mm.
the texture paper from. I'm like doing a horrible job. Plotters A5 foil
Oh.
stamping notepad
Oh.
that features the Marumon's like croquis paper,
Yes.
and that's gonna be
Yes.
great for stamping. So
Sweet.
okay, that was a much better rendition. What was I even saying in
I
that
don't know.
first
No,
part?
I was getting you. Just picking up what you're putting down.
I wasn't putting down anything. um, Kelly's not going.
Yeah, I'm like truly really not going. Not like last time that I went to the San Francisco show and was like, "Oh, we have to keep it a secret for Toasty." And then yeah, no. I'm sad because Toasty is going and CY is going and Annabelle's going and everybody's going but me, but Drew Brown also is not going, so we can be together in that.
In spirit.
In
Well,
spirit.
I plan all the food already, right?
Yeah, I know. And you're like, "Oh, where should we go?" I'm like, okay.
I did not
Nice.
talk like that in chat. Kelly, you're really projecting.
I'm not jealous or anything.
I did a meal by meal, play by play itinerary that I'm gonna copy down into my plotter planner so I can reference it
And
for
honestly,
security.
that's probably one of the best things about you as a person is that you do that. That's one of the best parts about hanging out with April.
I feel so insecure without a food or a backup plan. Oh my goodness. I was panicking earlier this week when I started thinking about what am I going to eat next week. And then when like I was trying to put plans together and people aren't committing to anything, I got even more panicky.
I hate
so I
the
had to
non-committal.
I had to put my foot down and make the actual bookings and basically force people to come eat with me. So
that's how to do it. Yes.
I'm excited. I like part of me exercising so hard this week and next is the motivation to eat a lot of food once I get to California.
That's the best. I
so
want to eat in California.
One thing that I didn't talk about, can I mention them quickly? So
yeah.
One thing that I feel like I really need to do this year, and I think it's somewhat stationery related, if I could use some of my stationery to motivate me into studying.
Oh yeah.
A few friends in Discord were talking about forming like a study group because some of them are trying to study for their like lead codes for like interviews and all that stuff. And some
Oh.
of them I think are doing, and I'm doing like I'm trying to do the certificate for 2 years now, and like I've been for my career and my job,
Oh.
but um self improvement. But still, like I have always not do it after work. So I'm like, what if we turn cafe journaling into a cafe study group like when we were students? We can use
Yeah.
our nice notebooks for note taking.
Oh, going back in time.
So I that's something I am going to plan out, like, and then maybe I could use my stationery as part of the process.
That's nice. No, that's kind of similar to my, talking about those books I just ordered. I wanted to, like, study. Study
Nice.
history.
I need to once I have to prepare for my interview for the citizenship, maybe you guys can
Oh
help me
God.
study with the
Yeah.
American history.
Um,
What's
just
the first
show
three
up.
word of
Huh?
the whatever constitution thing?
We the people,
You
right?
know.
I
Yeah.
think. I'm pretty
Elliot didn't know
sure.
that. Elliot didn't know that.
I mean, that's like, yeah, we don't have to go deep into that right now, but
But you are correct. I have no idea. I was looking at some of the questions. I'm like, I cannot answer any of these questions because
just
like
show up eating like a cherry pie and like holding a bald eagle and
like to me, American history, I'm so sorry to say this, feels like the wiping of actual American history
that's
until the recent
100%
years.
correct.
So
that is what it is.
so
Yeah.
yeah. What an era we live in.
Yeah. Yep. For
Mhm.
sure. Okay, but yeah, so I am definitely jealous about not going to the California Pen Show, but I just keep telling myself that I am planning to go to San Francisco because I want to go to that every single year until I die. So we're doing that. That's good. I will go to California. And then, oh yeah, so I was really happy because I sold out of my first sticker run because everybody that like listens to this podcast and follows me on Instagram, supported me and wanted a cute dumb sticker, and I just wanted to say that I appreciate it, and I just got 2 more designs printed. Oh!
They might take a note. You need to do
Nice.
one that's related to punching, please.
Oh my god, okay, yes. I already kind of have one in mind. It's not quite
I love it. Like
fleshed out.
everyone can now finally enjoy all the weird things that in Kelly's head that she
Yes.
shows me in her spreads.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, well, and also my coworker Shabazz, because he was the one that said the Crunch Nap Supreme, and I was like, oh my god, I had this vision of a sticker, I have to make it now. And then he also told me another thing that is so niche, and I don't want to talk about it yet because it's dumb. But yeah, I'm like, maybe I'll make that. But yeah,
I need you to be selling all of these throughout the weekend of Pacific Northwest Pen Show.
yes,
Even if you're just dealing it as you're walking around, like
sure, yeah,
you should wear like a belt thing.
Ooh, yeah,
and
yeah,
with like
yeah.
all the stickers like kind of across
Yes.
your body,
like bullets, except instead of bullets it's stickers,
and then like basically from your people want to buy, they like they hand you cash, they Venmo you, and then you like
Yes.
pull the stickers out
Yeah.
from your side pouch.
Oh, let me check my inventory and just
Correct. Yeah, exactly. A fishing nest. Yes.
yes. Oh shoot. Oh, that's
and it's
perfect.
just like all the different stickers. Oh my gosh, Kelly.
Honestly, I need to get a fishing vest. Oh my God.
That is such a great idea. You should do that at San Francisco Pen
No,
Show.
I'm that's in my brain now. That's gonna. Ooh, I should make a sticker of
Of
me
it.
wearing a fishing vest. Wow. Like
Oh.
selling on the move. No, so yeah, I did make 2 more designs, and I actually reprinted the Crunch Nap. I made it a little bigger. And I'm like, is it gonna be too big? I don't know. I also just really quick want to share that throughout, and I think maybe I talked about this last time too, but I think it's important to keep talking about it. Like, I feel so much self-doubt internally, and it's like nobody's telling me these things. It's just my own brain is like, oh, you're really gonna draw that? You're really gonna make this into a sticker? Like, nobody cares. And then I'm like, well, I mean, the reason why I'm doing it is because it makes me happy. And, you know, just kick self-doubt in the face. That's what I'm saying. That should be a sticker. Kick self-doubt in the face.
Yes. I would like that sticker, please.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
excited.
it. Sorry.
I
I'm done
can't
talking.
wait. Well, you'll have to bring them up. Hopefully they get to you before you come
Yeah.
up.
Oh, and so I do use makestickers.com. Sponsor me? Just kidding. But
give her a discount code at least.
Yeah, for sure. They ship super fast. Like, I think they said it's gonna arrive tomorrow. I just ordered them. So, yeah. I'm excited.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I am excited for your stickers.
Yes.
And I think we have a good episode. I think it's been
Yeah,
great.
I hope so. We're keeping
more,
it real.
We're more cheerful this time around, but
yes.
life is
we still kept it real, though. I think it's important in these times. We got to talk about it.
Continue the resistance.
Yes.
I want to repeat Kelly's thing again. Like, if you made it through today,
yes,
you're fucking winning.
Yes. Hell yes.
Oh, yeah. We
oh, you said it. You have to mark it explicit now.
It's toward the end. Like, no one listens to it. All right. Again, this is April from Penguins Creative.
And Kelly from Kellyloveletters.
I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.